How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another building and pricing cars I can afford video. It's been a while since I did one of these videos, and if you're new to the channel, pretty much what I do as a college kid who can't afford these crazy new cars, I basically just go on these manufacturers' websites and I just sit with you guys and build and price a car how I would if I were to actually purchase something like this. Now today we're actually going to be looking at the brand new 2022 Lotus Emira. I know previously we did do the Evora GT, and I also did do a full review and POV driving video on a 2021 Lotus Evora GT. They're fantastic cars. I love Lotus as a brand. It's truly a car enthusiast brand. And today we're going to be looking at this brand new 2022 Lotus Emira. Now I did just want to spend a little bit of time looking through the actual, Lotus's website of this Emira, because I know the customization isn't going to be that much. It's not going to entail a lot of different options because there's not really many options when it comes to this car. It's a brand new car, but you could see with this new Emira, a lot of people are already extremely excited about this car, and I mean they should be, because it looks amazing. The performance is great. I love the design too. It's this weird mix of kind of like the current Evora GTs, but also a little bit more modern, and it just looks a little bit more futuristic. And you can even see it inside if they have any interior shots. You can see right here the completely digital dash and the big touchscreen in the center. That's something that you don't really get on the Evora GTs. And you can see now that it's currently not even really available yet. I'm sure you could probably pre-order one or customize something and order it online or through your local dealer, but again, these aren't really even in showrooms yet. So now going into the powertrain, which is the first set of customization, you have the supercharged V6, and then you can either have the 6-speed manual or the 6-speed auto. Honestly, for these Lotus cars, manual, no doubt in my mind, especially after driving the 2021 Lotus Evora GT. I also kind of find it funny that the automatic transmission option is an additional cost over the manual, because the manual gearbox is in these cars is just flawless. I mean, the thing is super short throw, extremely focused on performance, and it's just overall a fantastic experience while driving it. Now it does give you two different options for the chassis. To be completely honest with you guys, I don't know entirely what that entails. It was initially on touring, but I'm going to go ahead and select sports because I'm assuming that's going to be just a little bit more aggressive if the title says anything. But now moving on to the exterior paint color, you have 6 different options. You have this Seneca blue, Nimbus gray, which I believe is another option on the Evora GT. You have shadow gray, which is a little bit darker once it actually loads in here. There we go. Yeah, definitely a little bit more darker, more stealth. And then the dark verdant. I don't know if this is the same exact color of the 2021 Lotus Evora GT that I drove on the channel, but I do really love this kind of dark green British racing look. Unfortunately though, I did already use this color, or the color that's similar to this, when I did a building and pricing video on the 2021 Lotus Evora GT, so I'm not going to go for that option again. But just know, if I were to ever get a Lotus, I would love it in this color. And then you have this pretty bright and in-your-face yellow, which is another really good option in my eyes. And then the magma red is the final option, which does look like a more metallic, darker red orange-ish color. But I'm definitely going to go for the bright yellow. It's very in your face, and with black accents I think it'll look great. And speaking about black accents, I am going to add the black pack, which does add the black roof to this thing, and also I guess the black little rear engine bay cover thing back here, or rear boot I guess you could say. Now for the wheels, you have 3 different options. It looks like you have these two, which are pretty similar, and then you have the gloss black. I'm definitely gonna have to go with gloss black. I think all 3 options are actually the same exact style, they're just different colors. And again, with the yellow exterior paint color, with the gloss black features as well as the black pack. I think that's going to go together great. Also for brake calipers, you could choose between black, silver, red, and yellow. Yellow is definitely going to be a little bit more expensive of an option, I can almost guarantee you. But again, with that exterior yellow paint color, I think that just looks honestly fantastic. You have the yellow exterior paint color with the black roof and the black accents, and then you have the black wheels with the yellow kind of undertone with the brake calipers. I think that would just tie it in amazing. And then for the tires, you actually have two different two different options of tires. My face is probably blocking it right now, but it's in the lower corner. It's the Goodyear Eagle F1 Super Sports or the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. Definitely going to opt for the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. They're probably a little bit more expensive than the Goodyears, but those are well proven tires to go both on the street and on the track. Now for the interior, you actually have a surprisingly decent amount of options. I know for the Evora GT, I'm pretty sure there's only like 3 or 4 interior options, but for this one, you can go for the all black leather or the ice gray all leather, and then also the red leather, which does look pretty cool, but obviously would not go with a yellow car that well. Then you have the tan leather, and then you can have the black Alcantara with gray stitching, black Alcantara with the red stitching, or black Alcantara with the yellow stitching. I think it's quite obvious that I'm definitely going to go for the yellow stitching here. So the black Alcantara with the yellow stitching. Again, since it's the Alcantara compared to the leather, probably going to be a little bit more money, but I definitely think it's worth it with those yellow accents inside the car. And then for the steering wheel, you actually have two options. You can have the black leather trimmed steering wheel or the black Alcantara steering wheel. I'm actually going to keep it on the leather because personally, if I were to actually buy this car for real, again, I know the Alcantara is going to cost more, number one, and number two, your hands are always on the steering wheel. I know that's common sense, but I feel like some people might not think about that. And Alcantara and, you know, the oils and stuff from your hands, just dirty hands in general, it doesn't mix well together. And Alcantara, I know, doesn't like last that long compared to leather, whereas a leather steering wheel, it's much easier to keep clean and just maintain it over the course of, I guess, its lifetime. But just taking a moment and like looking in this interior, I think it's really, really awesome how much they changed actually from the Evora GT. You can see the AC vents are actually pretty similar in the Evora GTs, but this big, I'm assuming it's a touchscreen, but this big display right here in the center, not at all like that in the Evora GT. Shift knob looks almost identical, actually. As a matter of fact, I think it's the same exact shift knob that they reused. Steering wheel definitely looks different. Looks like there's a lot more buttons on the steering wheel. And also the complete digital display, the digital dash right in front of you is another really, really cool feature that Lotus is adding with this Emira. Also, another side note, the engine start-stop button. I know the Evora GT had one, but it also had an actual keyhole in the steering column where you basically crank the key, and then with the foot on the clutch, that's when you actually press the button. So I'd have to assume this is exactly how this Emira is going to start up as well. But now for the other section, you don't really have much. You have HomeLink, a vehicle tracker, and then privacy glass, which I'm assuming is just some sort of just tinted glass. Oh, at first it just, I don't know if you guys saw that there, but it just changed it. But yeah, that's kind of weird. So I guess that must be some sort of bug in Lotus's system where you rotate the car around and it changes the color of the car. But I'll keep it at this angle because, again, this is the car that I actually spec'd out. But this is how I would actually spec out my brand new 2022 Lotus Emira if I were to actually have the money to buy one myself. Now, unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to have, they're not going to have any price summary or anything on the website. Again, it's a brand new car, so it's probably on a call for price basis with Lotus. But yeah, let me know how you guys would spec out your 2022 Lotus Emira differently. Also, let me know how you guys feel about the Emira's addition into Lotus's lineup. And hopefully in the near future, or once these actually start to get in showrooms, I'll actually be doing a review on one because I do have a good relationship with the Lotus dealership that let me take out the 2021 Lotus Evora GT that I previously did a review on that I mentioned before. So I can't wait to see these on the road and hopefully get a review out for you guys. But in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, definitely be sure to subscribe down below, like this video and all that stuff. It really definitely helps me out a lot as a smaller YouTuber. But like always, thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.